going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now today, I don't know exactly what gameplay I'm going to be showing you guys, but it's going to be something very saucy. I think I'm either going to be showing Call of Duty 4, World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, something that's old school. Because today's commentary is going to be about something that's very important to me, and I think a lot of the community, and that is fixing the overall Call of Duty community. Now, as you guys know, there are tons of people playing Black Ops Cold War, and there's tons of people playing Modern Warfare. They're very popular, and along with Warzone coming into the picture, Activision is making millions, if not billions of dollars every single year. But what doesn't make any sense to me is everybody always complains about these old school Call of Duty games, but nobody ever goes to play these old school Call of Duty games. Me, on the other hand, I play them every single week. You'll always catch me playing Call of Duty 4, World at War, Black Ops 1. I love them all. Like I said, that's my favorite experience when it comes to Call of Duty. I don't want to play any of this new crap. I don't want to play with this thick skill-based matchmaking. Who wants to play with that crap? Not me. I want to play a legitimate Call of Duty experience. So I go back and play these old school titles, and it's a blast. Now, it is different for me. I'm on PC, and PC players, when it comes to old school games, don't typically run into too many cheaters, I will say. You will get the occasional cheater here and there. There are going to be some people who are going to really make it impossible to play the game, but they're very rare. Like, I streamed Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 2 for 3 hours straight the other day, and let me tell you guys, that was an extremely lit stream. If you guys haven't checked out my streams already, go over to twitch.tv/JbowenDaMan. The link to that stream is down in the description. I stream every single day besides Mondays. It's just a complete saucy time. But I streamed 3 hours of old school CODs. We played Modern Warfare 2. We played Black Ops 2. I didn't find one cheater. We played 3 hours, not a single cheater. There was some competition here and there, but there was no cheaters. It was a playable game, and that's what I love about PC so much. So if anybody has a PC, if you have a lot of income or something like that on the side that you can go and spend money on something, get a nice little cheap PC. Don't gotta get anything too special, nothing too expensive, just a little something that can actually hold these old school Call of Duty games. You could probably spend like 300, 400 bucks, like the same as a console, and you'll be able to play those old school CODs, plus more, honestly. You'll probably be able to play maybe a little bit of the newer CODs. You won't get insane frames or insane graphics, but you'll still be able to play them nonetheless. But I want to make a movement here. I want to make a movement because I'm tired of Call of Duty treating the community like complete utter crap. Now, once again, my voice is probably not going to be heard, and I'm sure no other commentator is probably going to even involve in this movement or anything like that. But I think, personally, every single person who plays Call of Duty that hates the current generation of COD, whether it's Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Cold War, Warzone, it doesn't matter what it is, we should go back and only play old school Call of Duty games. It doesn't matter what platform you're on, whether it's a PlayStation, Xbox, PC, you should go back and play the old school games. PC players, we have it great. If you're not playing old school Call of Duty games right now and you're on PC, I don't know what the heck you're doing. What are you doing, man? Get on some old school COD. You're on PC. You're on the perfect platform to play an unhacked version of old school classics. Get on there. Call of Duty 4 is populated. Modern Warfare 2 is populated. Modern Warfare 3 is populated. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, World at War. And the best part about this is there's a thing called plutonium for each and every one of these games, which is extremely populated. It has tons of people playing, no cheaters, they ban all the obnoxious stuff like noob tubes and all that crap, and you're able to play the game legitimately. And you can get plutonium for free. You don't even have to purchase. So if you're on PC right now, you don't even have to spend the money to get the game. You don't have to buy Black Ops 2. You don't got to buy Call of Duty, whatever. You could just get plutonium. Just play the game for free. It's honestly very convenient for PC players to play these old school titles, and I don't understand why we don't more often. I think it'll be a really easy transition for the majority of us. But when it comes to the console players, I understand your pain. I do, trust me. Console is just cheater heaven when it comes to old school games, because it's a lot easier for one, basically, to, you know, get cheats and hacks onto the old school consoles like the PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, and it's a lot easier for them to do so because there's no mods or anybody controlling the servers. You see, on PC, there's mods in all the servers, whether it's Call of Duty 4, World at War, Black Ops 1, it doesn't matter. There are people monitoring these servers so they can ban these individuals. But when you play on console, nobody's hosting the server. You know, you're playing on Activision servers, and they could care less about an old title. They're too busy worrying about the cheaters in Warzone, Black Ops Cold War, Modern Warfare. They could care less about the past. So when it comes to console, you guys are extremely excluded. You guys have to deal with the cheaters. You have to deal with all the nonsense. And I feel awful for you guys. But I've been thinking about it. I've been thinking long and hard. What if all of you guys went back and played COD? It seems from time to time that only a couple of people here and there will go back and revisit the old school games. But if we can get a massive movement, if we can get 10,000 plus people to go and just legitimately play old school Call of Duty instead of the new school CODs, these games would repopulate. There would be more individuals playing these titles. You don't need a remastered game. You don't need any of that stuff. Just get the old school game. If you have an Xbox One, it's backwards compatibility. And if you're on PlayStation, yes, you need a PlayStation 3. But I guess, if you have a PlayStation 3, play them. Just play the games. Because if there's a lot of people, that means there's going to be more individuals that you can search through. There's not just going to be only cheaters in the population. No, there's going to be tons of casual players and wanting to play, which means you're going to have less cheaters in your games. You're not going to have to deal with it at all. If we can make this single movement happen, we could literally revive each and every old school game to the point where cheaters will be non-existent. Yes, we might see them one at a time on the occasion, but like I said, if we have all these players coming back, 10,000, 100,000, doesn't matter how many players are going to be coming back to these old school CODs. At the end of the day, that's a lot of players populating these games, which is going to have a better player pool to make sure you have a better time playing that game. And the whole idea of this is not just to give people a better experience while playing these old school CODs, but it's to fix the future of COD. What we're trying to do here is prove and show Activision a point. As long as we play their games, they're going to think that it's a success. But if we go back and populate the games that we think are good, let's say a bunch of Modern Warfare 2 fans go back to Modern Warfare 2. Modern Warfare 3 fans go back to Modern Warfare 3. World at War fans go back to that, so on and so forth. If we all went back and repopulated our own games and left the current crap that we're dealing with, they would see that it's a resurgency coming back from the older titles. They're going to see the numbers going up. They know all the behind-the-scenes numbers. We don't, of course, because they took them out of the freaking game because they're too nervous to show us the player count, but they know. They can see all the players on each and every game. It doesn't matter if it's Call of Duty 1. It seriously doesn't matter. They can see the amount of players on each and every COD game. And if they see people repopulating these old school classics, some of the best games you'll ever see in your life, they just simply might, make the decision to go ahead and either change the current direction that they have of the current games that they're making, or they might just go ahead and repopulate the servers. They might go ahead and buff them up, make the anti-cheat a little bit better, and actually make the games legit again. So for backwards compatible people, or people on PlayStation 3, or even for the people who are on PC, we can have a better experience on these old school titles. Now yes, this is kind of a dream. More than likely, none of this stuff is going to happen. We'll probably need millions of people to go back and populate it. But I guess the main point of this whole video is that the more people that we can get to go back to these old titles, the less cheaters you'll have to deal with. Regardless if Activision does anything in the future or not, regardless if Activision listens to us, or anything of that sort, at least we can still play a good game. I know you guys are suffering, me too included. We don't enjoy the current experience, and we're being thrown under the bus. Warzone is priority number one, and will always be priority number one now. There's no future for COD, and the only way that we can get any enjoyment, any good feelings out of COD is to go back and play the ones that we remember. Go back and play the ones that we loved. And in order to get the cheaters out of there, we have to repopulate them. Without players playing this game, there's going to be cheaters everywhere, which means that you're going to have to constantly be hacked, your account's going to be locked, it's going to be reset, blah, blah, this, blah, blah, that. But if it's a lot of players, we will repopulate, and we will make old school COD good again. I promise you guys. This isn't a joke. This is not a joke. I highly advise you guys to do this. Because like I said, I was just playing on stream, and I had the time of my life. I played for 3 hours straight, and I had nothing but a smile. I haven't had this enthusiasm in a stream in months. I seriously haven't, because Cold War and Modern Warfare drained me. They physically and mentally drained me, and at that point, I don't want to play that crap. I want to have a good Call of Duty experience. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why do we torture ourselves? Why do we sit here and beg for the past, beg for them to make a change that's actually good for COD, and every year they disappoint? Every year, they stray further and further away from what good Call of Duty used to be. Why should we care? They're not listening to us. Why should we pay attention to them? Every COD that is our favorite game, whether your favorite game is Call of Duty 4, whether your favorite game is World at War, it could be Modern Warfare 2, Black Ops 1, Modern Warfare 3, whatever your favorite Call of Duty game is, it's populated. Even if it's just 100 players online, you will still find a game. Don't torture yourself. Do not torture yourself. Like I said, on console, you guys have to repopulate that thing. Because PC, we have no problem. I play all of them. Literally, I'm going to list them right here. Every game, and everybody's on PC. You better listen to this list, because they're all populated. They all have no cheaters. Well, some cheaters, but you can still find legitimate lobbies. They're all still fun. This is the list. Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, World at War, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2. No, I haven't tried any of the jetpack CODs, and I didn't try things like Ghost or anything like that. But I know for a fact, these other Call of Duty games I just listed are all populated, and they're all playable. Don't torture yourself. If your favorite game is Modern Warfare 3, go play Modern Warfare 3. It's right there. It's 2 steps away. You can play it in a heartbeat. If your favorite game is Black Ops 1, go play it. We can't trust Activision anymore to fix these CODs. All these amazing ideas from games like Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Modern Warfare 3, Modern Warfare 2, all those things they don't care about. They're not going to make anything similar in their newer titles. They're on a different mindset. So at this point, just go play it. Play what you love, because I promise you, you're going to have a blast. You're going to have nothing but a smile on your face. And by the end of that play session, you're just going to be playing more. By the end of your one COD session, I guarantee you're going to end up buying all the old school CODs. With how much fun that you have in that single Call of Duty game, it's going to make you want to get them all. I promise you guys. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into another video. If you enjoyed it, make sure you leave a like, and by all means, if you hate it, leave a dislike. Also, if you're brand new and you enjoy the content, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell notification button. Also, want to chat with me, there's 2 ways to do so, at Twitter and Discord. Both those links are down in the description. And also, when catching live streams on video games, I do that over on Twitch. Link to that is in the description as well. But guys, thanks so much for tuning into this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.